story for you today.
Oh, gosh,
Coming to you.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Coming to you from the faraway land of Reddit.com.
Every time you say I have a story for you and the words reddit.com is like right next to each other side by side, I know that I should be worried, especially after the first time you said those set of words together. Literally the first time you put those set of words together, it was one of our first Ka-Ching streams.
Yeah?
And I was traumatized.
It
So
was
do you have your puppet yet?
great!
So do you have your puppet
okay.
yet?
Do I? No. But also, I have to warn you, if you think the puppet was traumatizing, this is a lot worse. Are you ready for the title? Because the title itself is a lot to handle.
Hold on, let me drink some water before I get to listen to the title, first of all.
So this is the title. I think my husband fathered his best friend's children, and now one of them is attracted to my daughter.
Wait. So I think my husband...
Uh-huh.
I'm already freaking losing track of everything.
So there's a husband, there's a best friend, and there's children.
So the best friend is a female?
Yes.
So he knocked up his best friend,
Uh-huh.
had a child,
Yeah.
and...
And the wife, his wife, they also have kids. And now she thinks that the kids are, you know...
Can I go back to work?
No, are you ready? Because this is long.
How traumatized am I gonna be by the end of this stream?
I mean, we already know that there's, you know, there's a best friend they have, and there's the kids, kind of, you know, that's basically what we're setting up for right now, okay?
Continue, I guess.
Let's go. So, the person writing on Reddit, right, is 42 years old and a woman. And she has a husband who's 43, and his name is Luke, okay? So his friend, Amy, is also 43, and that's a woman. Okay, the writer, I'm just going to call them the OP because that is what we call them, okay? The OP, the original poster. Yes.
Oh.
So OP met Luke in college, right? So they're kind of like college sweethearts, you know?
That's cute.
Right. Well,
But they never
remember
last,
the title.
do
Remember the title before you call anything cute.
It used to be cute. How about that? Used to be cute.
Let's continue before we
Could have been cute. Would have been cute. Until things happen, apparently.
Let's get to the end before we make any decisions on whether it was ever cute.
I can already feel the trauma coming up.
So Luke and Amy have known each other since around 7 years old. They act like siblings, and that's what they tell OP, right? They're like, yeah, we're basically siblings, you know. So OP, like, she used to feel insecure. Guys. Exactly. Don't trust it.
Don't ever trust that. It's always a lie. How many stories and like crime stories have I heard where this was like a major thing?
No.
Where like,
it's not that it's a lie. It's that a lot of people just want to have sex with their siblings. So, like, surprising amount.
This is actually news to me. What the fuck?
We're going back to Luke, Amy, and OP. You ready?
No, I don't want to be ready, but I have no choice.
So OP forgets about her insecurities, and then she becomes friends with Amy too, right?
Ah, cute.
So now Amy officiated Luke and OP's wedding. Like, she was, you know, a big involvement there, right? OP always tries to be a wingman for Amy, because Amy's always like, oh my god, I'm so unlucky in love, and like, I just can't find a man. So she's trying to help her out, but nothing really happens.
Oh my god,
and then
she got betrayed after all that.
I'm saying. So OP and
what
Luke.
An asshole! Holy shit, bro!
It gets so
what
much
the
better.
heck?
It gets so much better. So Opie and Luke started to have kids around the same time that Amy starts to have kids. So Opie and Luke have 4 kids, and Amy also has 4 kids, one pair of twins, right? But Amy is never in a relationship, and she's also never married. Like, just like there's no one in her life that they know of, you know? So Opie and Luke also, like, they ask, but like she never tells them about the father. So Opie is assuming that like maybe Amy's just like sleeping around and just, you know, not getting involved with the dads, I guess. And then Luke is like, yeah, it's probably, you know. And then Opie is starting to wonder if maybe Amy has like a secret partner. But then she's like, but why is she hiding it from me and Luke? That's so weird. So Amy always said that she didn't know the paternity, right? And she's like,
how do you not know the paternity? Have you been just selling your body to every single person you see on the streets? How the fuck do you not know?
Sometimes people get a little wild, you know? So Amy didn't ask for like any help, right, with her kids, but Opie and Luke are supporting Amy because they gotta got that money. They're kind of rich, you know. Opie has a really good job, and Luke's parents are also really rich, and they like Amy a lot, because like they grew up together, right? So they don't really mind. Both Opie and Luke sometimes hang out with Amy alone. Sometimes Luke sleeps over at Amy's house.
And the OP just let them?
Yup.
Is she stupid?
I mean, I guess she was, you know, it's like you want to believe, like, you know, they were around when they were 7 years old. Maybe they had that bond, but no. Well, we don't know. Okay, here's the thing, right? We don't know that anything happened. OP just thinks. She thinks that Amy that Luke fathered Amy's kids, right? We don't actually know what's going down, but that's what she's like, that's her suspicion, you know? Amy's kids are close to OP and Luke's kids because, like, they want them to grow up together and they're really good friends and, like, whatever, and, like, you know. But OP now suspects that Luke fathered at least one of Amy's kids. After OP's last kid was born, Luke got a vasectomy. Suddenly, Amy also stops having kids.
Oh, the story cannot be real. Oh.
So this is like the evidence, you know?
If the OP did not say anything in regards to this, even after all of this happened, then she needs to, like, this is her own fault, bruh.
Well, that's not victim blame here. So Luke acts like a father to Amy's kids without neglecting his own kids or OP. Like, he's very on top of everything at home, and then on top of that, he's also going to Amy's, like, and like taking, you know, like looking after her kids sometimes and stuff like that.
Does he not work? How does he have time to take care of so many children?
He has rich parents.
Earn money.
So one of Amy's kids has a very unusual allergy that Luke also has. So this is more evidence that she's building up over the years, you know. Some of Amy's kids look very much like Luke. Luke is a different race from Amy, and all of Amy's kids look biracial. So Opie tries to ignore the coincidences until there is one thing that set all of this off and she cannot take it anymore. So Amy's oldest kid, his name is Tom, asked out OP's oldest kid, Sophie. And OP is protective of her kids dating. So Sophie, like, asks her first. She's like, Mom, can I, you know, date Tom? It seems like Sophie really wants to say yes, but OP's like, nah, man, can't date him, not happening. And like Sophie's like, I didn't even want to date him that bad, but like, why am I not allowed to? What the hell, Mom? Like, why are you so against it? So OP like can't explain it, right? So she's just like, he's too old for you, you know, whatever. Luke agrees with OP when she like tells him about it. She's like, yeah, I agree, but I'm worried that forbidding their love will make Sophie want to date him more.
Oh,
And then Amy
They're not
is
wrong.
just like, I mean, I don't want them to date, but she doesn't seem like she really cares as much, you know? Again, we don't have anything confirmed that Amy's kids are Tom's, right? So maybe this is a sign that they're not his kids, you know?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
So Tom
Maybe
and
it's just us
Sophie.
coping.
So Tom and Sophie are spending more and more time together, and Tom is starting to get a little handsy, you know? And Opie is worried that they're secretly dating and sneaking around, and she's also worried that they're freaking half siblings, you know? So here are the 3 possible outcomes of this scenario. 1, Opie is wrong, and she's a monster that accused Amy of something terrible. And Luke. 2, Opie is right, and her entire family and social unit are destroyed. Even if they don't get a divorce, everything's just like gone to shit, right? And 3, Opie does nothing, and then Tom and Sophie fool around while being half siblings, possibly.
Oh my god.
So it's like if she says something, if she doesn't say something, and if Opie tells Sophie, everyone else is gonna find out. And their opinion of Luke is gonna get ruined. Their opinion of their like Auntie Amy is gonna get ruined. And Amy's kids are also gonna be affected. So there's a lot to consider. So that is the
No.
first post.
She could have stopped everything before it came this far.
She didn't know, man. She had suspicions. Like, she was like, well, that's a weird allergy to have that Luke also has. She never specifies what the allergy is, but... And she's like, they kind of look alike. Are they biracial? But also, you know, she's also thinking, you have to understand, right? Like, if you're very insecure about someone, you might look for these things. So maybe it's just like Luke is blonde and Amy's kids are blonde. And it's like, well, being blonde, you know, it isn't that rare. You know what I mean?
I feel like she should have just asked for she should have been straightforward and just asked for a DNA test out of like just straight out.
But then you're like, you're hurting your friend. Like, now Amy and her are friends. You're accusing them basically of, you know. And what if it's not true?
Issue right now.
What if it's not true?
Then you sneak like her hair and then sneak.
I think that might be illegal.
Oh, is it?
I think so, yeah. I'm pretty sure testing someone's DNA without their knowledge.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they can't just like sue
Probably
her for
explains
just,
where.
like, doing it or something.
I
right?
think they can. I don't think that's legal. So that's like the first post about this story.